Good morning, students. In last period, we study about the gravitations and the circular motion and centripetal force. Okay, we know that there are so many scientists. They were studied by about the astronomy. Means they study the planetary motions, but that time there were those sources to study are available. Before Galileo, many astronomers were studied about the planetary motion by their naked eyes. By the 16th century, a lot of data were available about the planetary positions and the motion, means where the sun is present, where the moon is, what is the position of the moon, Mars, Jupiter's, how they are revolving, how they are rotate around the sun. All these informations were available before the by the 16th century, because that times Galileo discovered the telescope, and now astronomers were use that telescope for the study of the planetary motions, and that's why there are a lot of informations were available. Johannes Kepler, he was also astronomer, and he studied that data. He used that available data, and then he noticed that the motions of the planets, the motion of planets means planets revolving around the sun, their motion. Suppose this is sun, and around the various around the, there are various planets, and they are revolving around the sun in a certain laws, means they follow the certain laws. In laws they were revolving around the sun. So for his confirmations, he stated three laws which were known as the Kepler's laws. Okay, but for his Kepler laws, he used or he studied that the revolutions of planet around the sun may be in a elliptical orbit. What he concluded, planets are revolving around the sun in an elliptical orbit. So he used that elliptical orbit. How elliptical orbit he used? See, if we draw the two pictures, two circles, external touching circles, and if we join these two circles, then this is become the elliptical shape. Okay, and that is why ellipse have a two center, that is the f1 and f2. Okay, this ellipse shows that from the outer circumference, from any point, suppose this was the a point, if we take the distance to up to the f1 and then f2, so that a f1, and this distance is a f2, and if we take its sum is, if we take the another point, suppose this was a b point, and join the first and the join second, then the distance is bf1 and the bf2. He found that the sum of the distance is same. Means if we take the distance from both foci up to the any one point on the circle or circumference, its sum is equal to the sum of the distance from the other any other points on the circumference of the elliptical circle. Okay, so if we take the third, suppose the third one is c is here, then join the cf1, So it is also equal to CF1 and the sum of the plus CF2. Okay. Then he concluded, using that equation, he concluded the laws. See, in his first laws, that is called the Kepler's first law. He suggested that the orbit is elliptical, suppose, and there are two forces, F1 and F2, and suppose at any point, at any foci, the position sun is at the any foci. This one is the sun. He, and then the planet revolving around the sun, its orbit is a elliptical. Its orbit is a elliptical. He suggests that the orbit of an ellipse with the sun at one foci. One foci means if the sun is at a one foci, then the planet revolving around the sun is in an elliptical orbit. This is called as a Kepler's first law. Okay, means he tried to say that the planet revolving around the sun is always in an elliptical orbit. Okay, then again he found some conclusion, and then he expressed in his second law, that was the Kepler's second law. According to Kepler's second law, see, so this was the sun on a F2, and suppose this was a planet, any planet at a position. Then if we draw the line joining the sun and the planet, then this planet revolve up to the B point. Okay, and for that it taken only T1 time. How many? T1 time. In T1 time it complete the A to B. Then this line of planet and sun swipe this area. Okay, suppose that area is A square. What is that area? Then suppose that planet is goes on this C point, then from that planet C point and the sun, if we join, and from C in a T1 time, it cover the distance up to the D. Then this line swipe that area. This area is also A square. Then if the planet is at the E point and in time T1 it swipe this area or distance up to the F, then this line swipe this area up to the F, swipe the area up to point F. This area is also A square, means here the time is same and the area is also same. So Kepler expressed it in his law that the line joining the planet and sun sweeps equal area in equal intervals of time. Here in an equal interval of times it sweeps the equal area. Then he found the third equation which is expressed in his law, that was the Kepler's third law. Again here in this Kepler's third law, see what is expressed, that suppose the R is the distance between the sun and the planet, that is the radius. Okay, then it revolve around the sun. This is the A point, and from A point it starts and revolves and then come back to the A. That revolution for the revolution it taken time t. Okay, time is a t. Okay, so Kepler show that relation between this r and the t, and he expressed it in its third law. According to third law, the square of, what is explain that the square of is period of revolution around the sun, means it revolving around the sun. For that the time is taken, that is called the period of a revolution, that is the t around the sun is directly, he says that it's directly proportional to the cube of mean distance between sun and planet, and that mean distance in that it is a r. So it explain that this t square of the time period t square is proportional to the r cube. Okay, and from that equation found that t square upon r cube is equal to the constant, and that is why is the k. This is the important expression he given in his third law of equation. Kepler obtained these laws simply from the study of positions of the planet obtained by the observations. Now we will see that these laws are help for the study of neutrons in the theory of gravitations. Okay, so here today we are stop. Thank you. Write down all these three laws in your notebook and by heart it.